It's the deal, man. We back again. PolitiKan the podcast. Riverside Studios, man, getting it in. We back live every Wednesday at 8:30, man. Got to bring you this information, man. Got to bring these debates back, man. Get the politicking once again. We about to be in person, man. I know y'all used to me doing this virtually, man, but fuck it, man. We back in studio, man, getting it in. So everybody introduce yourselves. Look at the camera, let everybody know who y'all are, what y'all do.
What's the deal, man? It's the Messiah of the Empire, Mr. Vega. Hold it down. Yes, sir.
What's up, man? I'm Ellis, rapper from IE, Rialto, Southside to be exact.
Tone business.
Tobin.
Buddy.
Coming in
All
hot.
right, man, but we got to get to this first topic, man. It's hot everywhere. Ben Simmons, James Harden trade, man. Do you think it was a fair swap, man?
They both got my defense.
Who do you think is the winner of this trade, and how you think it's all going to play
The
out,
Sixers.
man? The Sixers.
Sixers.
Why you say the Sixers?
Because he's Mr. Buckets.
Yep.
Who can stop that double step back?
I mean, but they changed the rules. I don't know if he can even do that no more.
Okay, but he can still I'm a hooper, so he can dance. He's dancing. He got the ball on the yo-yo string, and then he. What you gonna do?
Brooklyn won.
Brooklyn on what?
Ben Simmons.
How many points he have?
What are you talking about?
Why? Why do you feel like they won the trade?
Ben Simmons is younger. Defensively, he's longer. He's gonna last longer. What are you talking about?
What?
I don't know.
He can score. He can score. Stop playing.
Can he shoot?
Okay, but we're talking about maybe in the long
But
run.
he got shooters around him though.
Maybe in the long run, but in the short term, I think that this year,
Some burrito for Buddy.
I don't think that this year is going to be the year that they think that James Harden is going to be. Like, we're already halfway through the season. So you think that you're going to roll another 30 games for the rest of the season and just roll into the playoffs hot?
You talking about the Nets, right?
No, I'm talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
Philly.
So who do you think won?
I think that long run Ben Simmons was a better trade.
Short term.
Short term this year, Harden. If Harden could cut it on, like everybody think he could cut it on,
If
That's
grandma
why-
had balls, she'd be grandpa. No.
Okay, so
No.
so why was these two niggas in the trade in the first place?
because they
It-
both
it
didn't
was-
want to be
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
They
Ben
didn't
Simmons
wanna
didn't
be-
want to play
yeah.
for Sixers.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go from that to actual basketball, right?
Okay.
So now, who's teaching Ben Simmons how to anything?
What you got to teach him for?
Because he don't
go.
shoot free
Where's
throws.
yeah,
he don't-
are you talking about
he
as far
don't
as shooting?
shoot at all.
KD,
Right,
KD.
right. Okay, now watch this though. So first practice James Harden was at, what was he doing with Embiid? Let me give you some of this sauce. Let me make you another factor.
So Harden gonna give Embiid the sauce. That's what you saying?
He gonna he,
I think Embiid. I can't say he's gonna give him some sauce, but Embiid is gonna be a great center in the future.
right, okay. So now,
He's just injury prone a lot.
so now you got KD that's fresh off of what? The injury. He out there getting busy, right? But he's still
We talking about stripper James Harden, like love strippers coming in
What the
out of
fuck
shape,
does that have
coming in
to-
out of shape. That step back ain't working. It ain't work for the Nets. It didn't work.
It didn't
It ain't been working.
It didn't work.
He's on a decline. He was on a decline. Stop playing. He was on a decline this year.
Okay.
He just wanted out. Oh, they was trying to keep him. Right. Just because.
But wasn't-
Yes, James Harden.
But wasn't
That's
that
why.
back to the dude that he just had to support his team though? Like, because the Rockets system and the Brooklyn system is two different systems.
Who had the ball the most?
James Harden too.
Who had the ball the most in Brooklyn?
So what y'all saying? So
Who had the ball the most? So when you go from having the ball all the
all
time,
right, hold on. Let's get down to it. So y'all think the Sixers are gonna go further than the Nets? Because we talking about shirt.
No, I don't think so.
That's
But
what
that's
I'm
only if they run into each other to playoffs. But that's so hard. You can't compare that because they got a
It's-
fucking walking nigga that can drop 60 every time. They got two of them, Kyrie and KD. Those are 120 boards. Easily.
I watch more football.
It's great. It's great. Player.
but
But what?
He scores.
Look who you had though.
He scores. He can play multiple positions. He can guard multiple positions. James Harden cannot. He can barely guard. Man,
that's where the supporting.
Defensively,
That's where the supporting cast come in.
Hello.
defensively,
That's what I'm
With
trying to tell
Drummond,
you.
and
Hold on,
Ben
hold on,
Simmons
hold on.
going
Let's
over
not
there.
act like Jordan.
KD was playing the
Oh, I didn't even
five.
know Buddy was over there.
KD was
Drum- I
playing
didn't-
the five. KD.
Oh,
never
Drummond's
had
on
to play the
Brooklyn?
five.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Drummond.
I didn't
and
know
Oh,
that.
it's over.
they could have
and
been long as
Steph
hell. They
I
could
didn't-
have
I
been
didn't know
long
that.
as
And
hell.
Steph Curry.
That's
Steph Curry.
different.
They could have
I
been
didn't know-
long
I didn't know
as
that.
Steph Curry
hell.
Yeah.
just dropped like 30 the other day in his debut in Brooklyn.
This-
Wet ball
I-
everywhere.
What's the
You said
name?
who? Wait. Hold on. You said
Steph
who?
Curry.
And
Not
who else?
Steph. Steph Curry.
He's
And
not
Andre
drinking
Drummond.
though.
Along with Ben Simmons.
Drummond get boards though. Like he's
And
always
they gave up a first round pick too. Philly gave up a first round pick.
So,
Yeah.
So the Nets win.
Yeah, hey.
So
We
they
gotta
better
see.
win this championship this
They
year
gotta see.
because they push all. I mean, they work for the Rams right now.
Yeah.
Push all the push
You
all the
can't talk to
chips
me
to
about. I
the
don't know
table.
nothing about football.
Push all the chips to the table, man.
I don't know nothing about
Favorite
football.
players retiring.
This new system in
Who
football and basketball, they got
It's bullshit.
They got luxury tax, and what that is hey, you can spend as much money as you want. Just if you go over the cap, you got to pay into the luxury tax, and that pays the rest of the teams.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So these niggas can spend as much as they want, and this is why niggas are getting $300-400 million contracts. Like,
But
nigga,
So
gotta
you
understand,
mean to tell
niggas
me-
ain't performing for that 3-4
Well,
extra million.
So now it goes back to generation. Hello, you see how I spin that back? It goes back to generation because in our era, niggas, it was 100,000. 100,000 was chalupa in the 90s.
It definitely changed sports because the Rams just went and got 5 niggas in the middle of the season to win the
I
championship.
see what you're
Wow.
saying.
So,
I mean, I can
back in
actually
the day,
combat
the
that.
salary
cap,
you
Because
wouldn't be able
the
to
reason
pay
why
that.
I
It's called
can't,
debate.
the reason why I
You can
say
argue
50-50 because like
You can
even though
argue
there
both
was
ways,
talented people
but
in
the
the
way how
80s
you
and the
frame
early
it,
90s,
You said
there was
now,
also we also
you
have
know what I'm
have that. I feel like
in the long run.
This-
so
Hold on,
I'll give you a PG example. Like if because back then shooting wasn't as important as it is now. So it was,
Yes, it was.
the 3-point shot was not
You're
important.
crazy.
It was a
You're
defensive
crazy.
game.
Right.
It wasn't
You have to
about
be a
it.
shooter.
I think that y'all have a misconception.
Talk spicy to him.
It wasn't
What
about
are you? I'm
niggas.
sorry, how old are you?
I'm 33.
Okay.
It wasn't about niggas having more offensive game. It was about the way the game was called. Like
And
nigga,
play. You play ball or you hoop or you play football?
I play football.
When's the last time you hoop?
Probably like 2 months ago.
You think you give me buckets?
Nah, nigga, shit, I rap, shit.
Perfect
Perfect
answer. I'll bar you down. Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so for me, I'm a full-fledged basketball player, so I know who's who, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like y'all niggas play football, right? You play football?
Yeah.
All right, look. So all y'all niggas know football. So if I line up, you gonna know I'm gonna fuck up because of where I'm standing, right? I know if you're a hooper, I can tell if you hoop or not by what you're wearing, right? So back then,
the way you warm up.
Oh,
right? So then, so now you gotta think about it. Back then, when niggas was big men, niggas was big men. Carl Anthony Towns is shooting threes.
Look at Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
He
that's
don't
what I'm
want to
saying.
play the four.
You get what I'm saying?
He refused
So now-
to play the four.
So now, hold on. Four back then was who? Sam Perkins?
Fuck out of here.
That's not
You feel
fair,
me?
bro.
Get the fuck
Because
out
Sam
of
Perkins
here.
can shoot a three.
I understand he's having
But-
a bad season right now.
Like Sean Kemp, like Tim Duncan, them was fours.
Those is fours. Sean Kemp couldn't shoot for
Duncan was
nothing.
the most fundamental ever.
He had a 10-foot.
He was the
bank
most
shot.
fundamental.
Amari Stoudemire, like them was fours.
Those is
You knew what
fours.
the four was. You knew what the
You knew
what
your
the four
position.
was. Yeah.
But you didn't get niggas like Durant. You didn't get
Yeah.
niggas like Giannis.
Yeah. So
You didn't
now,
get niggas like
so
Luka.
now the game switched from being defensive to athletic. Everybody's fucking athletic. Niggas is jumping out the gym. Nigga, what? Niggas. I seen this nigga Vince Carter jump over 17 niggas.
Yeah.
Thousands though. That's when it shifted from beating your ass to finesse.
It's like you know what remind me of Vince? Old boy on Charlotte. What's his name? I can't think of his name. That was dunking on shit. What's that nigga name?
Yeah. Oh,
man?
buddy from Minnesota too.
Oh,
You know where it falls
Anthony
off.
Edwards.
You know where it falls off the rail
Shit,
for me.
Boy, that nigga.
You know where it falls off the rail for me. And I have this discussion every time. T-Mac.
My little brother is a big T-Mac fan.
So is this
I'm
fucking
a
T.
T-Mac, and I'm like,
He's
people
so
do
underrated.
realize
He's so
he's
underrated.
underrated
He's so
for
underrated.
sure. And I get into conversations and arguments about him, like,
He's a killer. Once he got traded from the Raptors to the Magic,
oh,
green light. Nigga, I think the nigga shot out
he
of
was the
bounds.
first Kevin
The
Durant.
nigga shot from my bounds.
So we talk about the old era versus the new era, and I really gotta blame this new NBA on LeBron and the way that he just keeps leaving everywhere. So
You
it's
can't
looking
blame a
real,
man
it's
that's
looking
260.
real
You
murky.
can't blame a
Hold
man that's
on,
266. They play all
but
five positions and can score
it's
on any
looking
team
real
walking.
murky
You
right
know,
now.
You know who
in
that was
LA.
in the 90s?
You think he gonna stay?
Rodney Rogers.
If this year, 4 years in LA, you didn't make the playoff first year. Second year was the bubble. Second year was the bubble. Last year, what? You in the play-in.
We're not
You
looking at it
exit the
right.
first one. And this year, you
We're not
looking
looking at it
ugly.
right. I have
Do you
I have
think
a real-
LeBron's gonna stick around for this? That's the question. It's not.
I have a
about
real
looking
problem with
bad.
the Lakers because they didn't run it back with that team.
Which
If
one,
they
the
would have
first
ran it
year
back with
or
that,
the one
they
in the
would
bubble?
the bubble team. If they would have ran that back,
Oh, they would have
they would have took it.
They would have took it. And then on the first one,
Oh, he
that was just a
hurt.
young team.
Yeah.
That was just a young team, and then too much. And you gotta understand, one of them came out second. I think Lonzo Ball came out second in the draft too. So he already had high expectations. You gotta see what he was doing in UCLA. That little nigga was scoring.
Yeah,
but LeBron.
That's like going from the park to the gym.
And then I know, and he got his. I think his first game, he realized when Patrick Beverly was on him. Patrick Beverly,
I'm on your ass.
yeah, and he knew that it was different. But speaking of Lonzo Ball now, like he's better now. Like look at him
No,
on
he
the
got the right
Chicago
squad.
team.
He got the right
He
squad.
got perfectly the right squad.
Perfectly the right squad.
The Bulls is
The
silly.
Bulls is nice as hell right now.
The Bulls is silly.
Well, I have him at least have him win in one playoff. Like at least have him.
They're
win
going. They're going second round for sure.
LeBron, listen.
I'm up and
You
down,
say
buddy.
you say he like. What you mean the new? And what you mean? As
I
far
just
as that?
think that the new NBA has
Team hoppers.
no loyalty.
Team hop.
It's that hey, every situation is the best situation until
For
it ain't.
me. For me.
Until it ain't. James Harden was just in Houston, the best situation until it wasn't.
What?
Then he went to Brooklyn. It was
James
the best
Harden was not going to win a championship in Houston in no way, shape, or
Daryl
form.
Morey
Sorry,
hired Dan
it was gone.
Tony, and them niggas ran James Harden system. They built the whole franchise, everything around James Harden. For him, it's the best situation ever.
Is that why?
So do you believe the Rockets is still going to go somewhere with their new system?
No, because they don't have it players.
No, everybody's young.
But everybody's going from there. The whole regime.
Everybody's young.
Daryl Morey's in Philly. James Harden's in Philly. D'Antoni's in Brooklyn.
Man, you just don't listen.
Everybody that was there is gone.
You just don't win championships, dog. Like
You don't
it's
win
not easy to win
championships.
championships.
That's
It's not
all
easy.
it comes down to. You wasn't gonna win, and
Man, these people that be winning 6, 7, 8 championships and they respect the sports, man,
That's gone. That's dead.
That's fucking dead.
What?
It's not
It's not common. It's
It's
rare.
about chalupa.
It's rare. It's rare that someone like
So what about
and the
Curry?
right chips.
You don't think Curry and them could get 5, 6 in this era?
No.
They already got what? What is that? 3?
They got 3. What about now?
If they could get 2
Hold on,
more,
hold
you
on,
don't think
hold
they
on,
can get
let's
2
not-
more?
let's not
They
forget-
They're top of the West right now.
But
You don't
they
think
shifted.
can get 2
They
more?
shifted.
They
They shit too.
We're not gonna cut this out. The 2 was undoubtedly because of that 6, 7 foot monster over there. Was KD. Those are the only reason why they got 2
And
of those
Iguodala.
rings. Without KD, gonna win none of that. Like I said, told you earlier when we was in the car. I don't blame LeBron for that J.R. Smith bullshit. J.R. Smith did what the fuck he did not supposed to do.
Hey,
Give
man,
him the
you
fucking
can't
ball
blame
and
J.R.
let that
Smith,
nigga
man.
score 51 to end the game.
But
No.
hold on.
LeBron,
We
LeBron.
talking about that J.R. Smith situation because I was talking about
Stop it.
how after
LeBron was on the road.
hold on. But after LeBron went and sat on the bench and pouted, and
I would have
then-
pouted
and then
too.
the whole overtime, he didn't even shoot the ball. He just passed it to George Hill and whoever the
What
fuck
you gonna
else was
do
on
if you
that
score?
team. And that's how I feel like that nigga mentality is.
No killer instinct.
What you gonna do when you score 50, 11, 11, and J.R. Smith scored 7, 3, and 2? What are you supposed to do? What are you here for?
Well, you thought you had
I'm
a bad
not
What are
day.
you here for?
Okay, you
I'm
thought
not
you
giving
had
this
bad
nigga
with
the
J.R.
ball.
Smith, but now you got Russell Westbrook. And this nigga Russell Westbrook is J.R. Smith times 10.
He's out of control.
I don't know what kind of offense this nigga be playing or what purpose
Hey, y'all really
this nigga
listen,
got
I
going.
can't
Like,
compare.
that
I
nigga
can't
be
compare
wild.
J.R. Smith to
Listen, y'all
Russell.
really be
Please.
thinking killer instinct, championships, and all that. It just grows on trees.
Yeah. Some
No.
niggas got it. Look at
What the
Giannis
fuck are you
with that
talking
50-point
about?
shit to win the championship.
No,
That's killer instinct.
Giannis grew into the killer instinct. He was losing
That's
every
killer
fucking
instinct.
round before he had that team.
Hey, Giannis Ben had it. Even when he couldn't shoot, that nigga would brick 5 threes a game
Watch it.
and shoot them, nigga, with nothing.
Did T-Mac have killer instinct?
Yes.
Yes.
Did he need to learn it?
No.
The fuck are you talking about?
You born with it.
It's something you got
Thank you.
or you don't.
You born
Thank
with
you.
it.
What'd you say earlier?
Y'all just
It got to be in you, not on you.
Yeah,
Sir.
but championships, like
That's hard.
everybody can't win.
But you can't say
championships.
LeBron-
It's luck involved.
You can't
It's
say
a lot of
LeBron
luck.
don't have that because let's
don't.
be real. No. Cleveland, nobody's ever getting a ring in Cleveland again. Nobody.
I agree with that.
He brought that.
That's fair. That's fair.
50 years.
Can we say it's levels to this shit?
So that's why I say like he has that, bro. He's the only superstar that brought 3 championships to 3 different teams.
Yeah, that's
Kawhi was supposed to do it, but Kawhi keeps on getting fucking injury
I don't want to hear
prone.
nothing about Kawhi.
Paul George
Kawhi is that
injury
man.
prone.
Paul George is that guy.
No. I'm not. No, he wasn't that guy in Indiana.
So-
He kept on breaking his fucking leg 4 times in a row.
So let's get back to these Lakers. What do y'all think is the answer for the Lakers? Like,
Nothing.
Nothing. They have
y'all
to sit
just
this
let
one
this
out.
ride?
They have to sit this one out.
Listen,
Coach.
why? Listen, I don't get, and I have a hard time with this. Hey, it's just a bad team.
It's a bad. I can play
It's
on
a
the
bad
Lakers
team.
right. I can play on the Lakers right now, drunk.
Thank you. And at least give them
hey,
25.
I done seen some random niggas on the squad this year.
You hear me?
Like, who the
Yeah.
fuck is this
They
nigga?
what the
signed
fuck you
4-day
did?
contracts. They signed 10-day contracts 4 times.
They had, why would Isaiah Thomas? He still on there? Or
I
he
don't
gone?
know.
No,
Hey,
he gone.
Hey,
Gone.
they done went to Venice Beach and picked 4 niggas up.
I know. This is wild. They looking for
This is the worst. This is by far the worst.
If I was a Lakers fan,
history. Nah, this is.
if I was a Lakers
Melo.
fan,
Y'all got
But we
Hey,
got you.
hey,
Hey,
y'all got fucking LeBron and Melo.
You know what that
You
know what that remind me of?
top 5.
You know what that reminds me of? Do you remember that year the
On the
Lakers
same
had?
team.
You remember that team that
Karl
team?
Malone and Gary Payton and
Them niggas was stacked and didn't do Nathaniel. They didn't do a motherfucking thing.
Rasheed
That
Wallace
was when
was
Karl
giving that
Malone
nigga
thought he was
Karl
gonna get his
Malone
ring.
the business.
He thought he was
What?
gonna get his
I
ring.
watched that. Rasheed Wallace, he's like one of my favorite players, power forwards of all time. He was giving that nigga that work. If his head was right,
That nigga was a criminal.
nigga, Jailblazers, nigga. I love that team. I love
That
it.
nigga Rasheed Wallace was a gang member.
So LeBron don't get no blame for what's
Oh,
going
for
on.
bringing
What?
man, Westbrook.
Yeah.
That Westbrook shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have been there.
But
No,
you
you
gotta-
know, you know what I think? I don't think
but
Russell
it's
should not. I think the supporting cast does play a part because like I said, Anthony Davis ain't doing too well. He's on life support right now, my nigga. Let's be real. He scored 3
that's
points.
why I keep
He
telling
scored
people.
3 points. He's on life support right now. He might be
Who
in the
gave
emergency
him
room.
that work? That it was one game. I was like, oh, who? Because you're supposed to come out for him. Giannis gave him that work.
But he
gave him that work. I said, you.
But listen, Anthony Davis is injury prone too, though. Yeah, so I'm not gonna say that because when Anthony Davis is in his pocket, I don't see no big man right now beating him.
Off the top,
Yeah, bro. And Giannis is
you can throw Giannis there too.
You hear me?
Yeah.
So that you already number 4.
Do y'all watch
Yeah.
Laker games?
Yeah, I watch
Yeah.
Every time I see Anthony Davis go to the cup or some around, he's always falling.
So he's
90%
so
of the time.
he's just a
falling.
big
Clumsy
failure.
motherfucker.
He's just a big failure of the Lakers.
Goddamn right.
He's a big baggy eyebrow clumsy motherfucker.
Yeah. All you gotta do is watch the tape.
The brow.
The brow.
The brow.
Stumbling.
Brow.
The brow.
You see Bambi?
But he got baby
He was
legs.
slipping. He always be falling and man, get out of here.
That shit funny.
Nah, man, like Anthony Davis did. Like, let's be real. Like Anthony Davis, when he was on the Pelicans, he was still scoring buckets. He just didn't know how to win, and he had a taste
No.
of how he won.
Okay.
He hit the Kobe shot though.
I got
That's
This is my shit.
That's the only ring though.
I got
Like
a theory.
he's not proving. Like just because you got
I got
one
a
ring
theory.
does not guarantee you're improving.
Talk
Like
that shit, man.
like that's not true, bro.
It's not easy
Like,
to get a ring though.
Hey,
It's
I got
not.
a theory.
But if you
I
have
got a
the
theory.
right team, bro,
I
there's
got a
nowhere
theory.
you should
I got a
be.
theory.
I gotta hear it.
Everybody that goes to LA from somewhere back east or on the south, they come to LA, right? And meet these Mexican bitches.
Oh, there you go.
And they
How
forget.
did we get here?
I don't
And
know.
they forget. And they forget. No, Pete. Dwight Howard was a monster in Orlando.
Yeah,
Came to LA,
But that was because Kobe wasn't.
doesn't
fucking
matter. But
Kobe,
you
Kobe
supposed
was not fucking with that guy.
right. But
Kobe
you
wasn't
supposed,
fucking with a lot of people.
but you're supposed to come in and do exactly what you're supposed to do, right? Anthony Davis was a killer in the Pelicans, right? He came to LA. Niggas start getting lineups. Niggas start getting this shit taped. So now niggas come to
Niggas
LA.
went Hollywood.
Niggas went Hollywood.
Look at like niggas like Kyle Kuzma.
What's wrong with? Oh man,
Come on, like he was loving the LA shit. Like he was going crazy.
He
It
was
was nasty.
Did he have a blonde? Do we have blonde on the Wizards? thing?
You hear me?
He always had blood.
Look at Nick Young. That nigga was
Oh, hold on, Swaggy
crazy.
P. Hold on.
That's
Hold on.
Buddy. That's
Hold on,
Buddy.
Hold on,
Buddy.
hold on.
That's Buddy's Buddy.
I fuck with Swaggy P.
That's Buddy. Not Buddy partner.
Go to LA, bro. You go crazy.
That's Buddy partner.
He went crazy.
Buddy
He went crazy when Kobe was over there.
He didn't go crazy.
I don't know, man. The Lakers, they just
a bad team,
like
man.
you said, they just a
It's a bad team. It's a bad constructed team, and that's it.
But
Like,
but the Lakers
So
even
nobody
said that
should lose that job?
it wasn't.
Frank Vogel
Even
should
LeBron
lose
said
his
that this wasn't a team
Give
where
him-
it could be completely.
So why did he
Give him a
orchestrate
squad.
motherfuckers to come over there?
So Frank Vogel,
Well, he constructed Russell Westbrook
Hey.
and to come over. I don't know about all them supporting cast niggas, but
The niggas forbidden
the
to
only
beat.
animals.
the niggas from Orange County.
But that's the same
That's
thing.
not true.
No, listen though. When you sign Russell Westbrook and he making $40 million this year and $50 million next year, now you don't got no money to sign nobody.
Who, Leather
Now you're
Skirt?
signing everybody on vet minimums.
Lakers haven't had cap in
Because you ain't got
3-4
no
years
money.
though. Lakers haven't had that much cap in like the
And
last
you
4 years
and
though.
you stuck with this.
Frank
nigga.
Vogel should not get fired just because he don't got a squad.
Yeah, get Buddy out of here.
He's a defensive coach,
He doesn't
and
know
you got a bunch of fossils.
his bad.
So get him out of here.
No,
Hey,
No, you don't get him out of here.
What
Get
DNA
him a squad.
You give
What
him
DNA
a
say?
second chance because he won a ring. He won a ring for
what
it.
DNA say? Get those shoes the fuck out of here. Get that hat the fuck out of here. Get that sweater the fuck out of here.
Get that GM the fuck out of here. Girl, get that GM the fuck out of here.
Kobe gone. That's Kobe died. He won a chip
Well, he
already.
needs to go with Kobe then.
Magic quit because he didn't like that nigga.
Come on, man.
I love Magic, but he was on some shit. Like he was acting. No.
He
was
wasn't
on
fucking
some
with him. He
He
was
was
like,
on
why
some
am
shit,
I? I'm
bro.
Magic. Why do I gotta bow down to
Because
this nigga?
the
But
reason,
that's magic.
listen, the reason,
Boy.
yeah, Magic. To be honest, Magic don't agree with damn near everything, especially
Wait,
with the
the
Lakers
tunnel,
roster. And you gotta understand when Lonzo Ball came, was introduced to the Lakers, bro. He was riding hard for that nigga. He said, "This is the new talent." And to be honest,
Too deep.
it was.
You're too deep. The Lakers is a bad team.
Now-
They right there with whoever at the bottom of the Eastern Conference.
All right, so let's get over to football since that's what
Here
niggas
we
want to
go.
talk about. Some niggas there's more football niggas here than it is. First of all, the Rams cheated. Rams motherfucking cheated.
What's your squad?
I'm a Niner fan.
How'd I know you was gonna say
I'm a
that?
Niner fan.
Oh.
The Rams fucking cheated. How you gonna ban niggas from coming to the championship game? Block niggas tickets?
It's the West.
Nigga, that's some unheard of shit,
That's
bro.
the
Like,
West.
Yeah, bro.
Southern
Joe
West.
Super
Joe should have won that. Joe should have won that.
Politics
I
out
ain't
here.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Joe should have won
Hey,
that.
politics.
What's the name of it? Politicking radio.
Man, that's some bullshit though. Like, nigga, they gotta ban that. Ain't no way in hell. Like that's how you know Roger Goodell is like really sucking these owners' dicks out there. Like, you know,
He
these
worked for
niggas
them.
get away with all this shit.
Let's
Like,
be real.
You
This
let
shit
these
been
niggas
rigged
do
for
that?
like 5 years though. Like since
That's what
2015.
wild,
Alright,
man.
yo.
That shit been rigged since
Everything is rigged, man.
Yeah.
how you get two teams to go to home Super Bowls back-to-back years and win them?
Politics.
Come on, bro. They can't act like this shit ain't no.
what was
fix,
the
bro.
last was it 2015 when the Rams was last appeared in the Super Bowl?
2015, nigga. It was
2015?
probably. Oh yeah.
I want to say
No, it was
15
probably-
or 16.
No,
Because
the
Brady
Rams
won.
was-
Brady, I
the
know
Rams
Brady
lost
won.
the
That's
Super
St. Louis?
Bowl.
Eagles won.
No, the Rams
Eagles-
lost the
Eagles
Super
won
Bowl.
the
That
year.
was like what?
Tom Brady probably won the year. No,
Yeah.
Brady beat the Eagles.
I don't know. Don't look at me.
That was probably when did Brady
I'm a
beat the
Cowboy
Eagles?
fan, so I think.
Oh.
2019.
And that's why I'm glad y'all
Was
lost.
it?
I'm glad
And
y'all beat
And
us.
San
Okay.
Francisco won
So you already
17
know.
No, we didn't win.
because
We-
Patrick Mahomes won
We
20
went.
2018. Didn't
We
he?
went. We lost to the Chiefs, and then
So you think it's a conspiracy, basically?
I think that for sure Roger Goodell is letting niggas cheat. You had Deflategate under your
Them
shit.
calls was
You had
questionable.
Deflategate under your shit. What happened? Tom Brady still won the Super Bowl. You had
No, that's
fucking
the dope. That's the dope.
Cheatgate under your
You
shit.
can't-
Guess what?
that
Patriots
man's
still
40
won the
playing like
Super
he's
Bowl.
20, man.
You got the Rams
can't
doing
do
this
that.
cheating ass shit. Guess what? Rams winning. Man, everybody cheating under this nigga and winning, bro. Come on. Facts. This happened. Like, nigga, 3-4 niggas cheat and win the Super Bowl under the same commissioner.
But what you
That's cheating out there. Like, that nigga, he just
What you
turned a
want?
blind eye to everything.
Hold on. Are you saying Roger did that for Brady? Is that-
Roger let the owners get away with shit so that I
It's
don't
they
know what
league.
kind of.
It's their league. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it is their league. I
Billionaires
can't
is
act like
billionaires and millionaires.
Yeah.
But still, man, I don't know.
That shit is
I'm
about
hating
Brady.
on this Rams Super Bowl.
Shit, they ain't enough of it. Just for the
Odell
fans.
Beckham, what y'all think about that nigga? Torn ACL, he about to be a free agent. You think that the Rams gonna sign him back?
No,
No.
So where you
that was
think
the
he
only
gonna,
ring he got.
where you think that nigga
Somebody
gonna
gonna take a
land at?
chance on him.
So
They gonna give him a number
Cleveland
one
took a
shot,
chance
though?
on him. You see how that works?
I don't
No,
think
this is 2 ACLs though.
yeah, back to
That
back.
shit ain't, man.
I don't see that for him.
So you see him not like never get no payday again?
I see him
No,
get a
not no
payday.
big payday. Not no
You
big-
Not no big.
you see-
Like if you're talking about starter type payday, but
So do
I
you
don't
see
think
him
he's
being
getting that.
number
I think he's
one?
getting-
Receiver.
I give
anywhere.
Antonio Brown
Yeah.
more of a chance than more of a
That
chance
nigga
to get a
toxic
bigger
too, though.
payday.
That nigga be saying.
You know where he gonna? I think Odell Beckham is gonna be just like the nigga he replaced in Deshaun Jackson. It was once upon a time that nigga,
Nobody gonna take a chance.
and
on
then
him.
No,
somebody
no,
gonna
no, I'm not
give him
giving-
a-
no,
but he
Odell-
ain't gonna never be
Odell's
that number one.
still that. It's just I don't think he's gonna be to where he was like his first torn.
That nigga has a mechanical knee.
And he just
You
tore
said
it.
that nigga's RoboCop?
This nigga said, he still got a chance. Like, yeah, he got a chance.
I mean, he's still gonna get a couple million. Like, he ain't nobody just about to just say, oh, fuck you, Odell, and like niggas gonna pay him even if that nigga, secondary, thirdary.
So what do y'all think about the Super Bowl MVP, man? Do y'all think that Cooper Kupp should have got it and not Aaron Donald?
Okay, let's talk about football. Now we talking.
Because I feel like Aaron Donald, with the shit that he did, was like legendary. And for him not to get the Super Bowl MVP, it's kind of like, man, just this mentality of offense. Everything's fucking offense with this new generation in every sport.
You believe Cooper that Kupp. He was the core of the Rams?
Aaron Donald?
Yeah, this year, like the last couple of years.
Yes. He is the driving force of the LA Rams. Cooper Kupp had a hell of a year.
Niggas, listen, they lucky I ain't the defensive coach because niggas will be running sprints all day long. Listen, Kupp, I'm putting niggas on him. I'm paying attention to him, especially when Odell went out. I'm putting two on him
every time. Follow the singing.
That's your job as a defensive coach. You got one job to do. Kupp ain't supposed to get off.
He ain't supposed to do that.
He ain't supposed to get off.
But at the same time, Stafford throwing no look passes and all type of shit.
In football?
Yeah, bro. Looking at the tight end, bro, and threw it over there, bro. 100, he did that shit, bro. Threw a dime on the fourth down, nigga. Cooper Kupp, nigga, looking at the tight end.
That's funny as fuck.
To keep the drive going, he did that.
Yeah.
So you can't say it's all.
You say he didn't do it. Yeah.
He did that shit.
That's funny as hell.
But like you were saying,
I need to look at the game again. I need to know what coverage they was in.
I don't know.
I need to know what coverage they was in. That shit don't fly.
Because that shit was mixed up in the.
I don't know.
The coverage shit was mixed up.
I don't even. You guys are talking about. I don't even relate. What the fuck are you?
You never played football in high school? Like,
no, I'm a hooper.
That nigga
okay, what we talking about is like,
come on with it.
A nigga's hitting nothing but threes and the coach calling the 2-3 zone. What are you doing?
Why don't you just call it 3-2?
Exactly.
Why don't you just call it 2?
That's exactly what we're saying. Is that Odell got hurt?
Yeah.
You got one nigga to guard. Why are you still running this shit? Why don't you just double?
Yeah. Why don't you just do a boxing one? Do a boxing one.
Odell is out. Odell's out. You don't even have to worry about him now.
That's a boxing one.
But even when I was watching the Super Bowl, even though Odell was out, I still felt like just watching it, the momentum of the Rams still didn't change though. To be honest, I don't think the momentum, even though Odell was out, the momentum of the Rams, I think, like you said, defense, like I think they was just a bigger physical team than Cincinnati. Like, you gotta understand, like, this was the first time they've been in the Super Bowl since when? Like, over 40, 30 years?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have chewed your ass out. You my defensive call, would have chewed your ass out on the sideline.
I definitely would have. I would have definitely did too.
Shit.
But and then, like, I'm pretty sure they had a young quarterback. Joe Burrow was young as hell, so they low-key someone had a young squad too.
Like that.
Yeah, but come on now. I'm going to the fourth. What? It was up by 10, and then we caught an interception, and we had an opportunity to win.
And it was so many calls. And then at the end, it was
field goal.
And then, that's what I was gonna say too. There was a lot of calls that should have not been called.
It was too many mistakes.
But you know that though, regardless of being at the Super Bowl or the NBA Finals, niggas be calling a whole bunch of calls during the last 5 minutes of the
There's always gonna be that call that be like, bro, what the fuck was that? And that's every game.
And then it could just be simple as they was at SoFi.
No, but there's a difference between a fucked up call in a regular game and then a fucked up call in the playoffs and etc. Those are two different calls, though.
All right, well, hold on. Not to backtrack, but I keep hearing, remember the Lakers with that Kings game and the referee? You know, they say, like, that was very corrupt.
That was Chalupa on the floor.
That's what I think this was. You got SoFi.
I mean,
brand new stadium.
Hey, look, check this out. We could do some rabbit hole shit with that.
You see now, these niggas got earpieces, bro. How you know nigga ain't?
That's what
in the studio, nigga, upstairs, nigga,
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
like, hey, nigga, you better call that.
Hey, it's some shit
But
going
that's your
That's what I'm
shit.
saying.
That's your ass.
Hey, they got some shit
There's
going
probably a lot of niggas that do that. And look at where it got them. And now I'm reading.
Hey,
What's your team?
Like, for football,
Yeah.
my favorite person retired was New England.
Oh, okay.
It was New England.
What's your favorite?
So you done with
I'm
me?
a shitty ass Jets fan.
Oh, that's dope.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
much
they
done
shitty.
since Tom Brady is retiring. That's the GOAT. That's my GOAT.
You gonna hang it up?
He's been hanging up. He was 45, playing like he was 25, but now he
Brett Favre was like that for a while.
Brett Favre.
I love Brett. I love
Hey.
Brett, but
This nigga was 7 years old when Tom Brady started playing.
Brady was 7.
Damn, my boy.
I mean,
In that
just put it in
context,
perspective.
I
It puts
mean,
it like a little bit in
that's
perspective.
all you know is Tom Brady, man. Literally, you don't know nothing else but Tom Brady.
no, that's just my favorite player. Like I obviously watch people, but I'm saying like who I like to watch the most was Tom. Like because everything that playoff system that he was in, it was just perfect. Like there was during that time, I don't think there was nobody that had a better system at that time, man. Besides everybody say Eli, but listen, that's the only Brady killer known to man. That's the
No,
only.
he lost.
No.
What,
He
Peyton?
won 2 chips
No,
off that man.
okay,
no.
but how
That
many-
is the official Brady
Okay,
killer.
but how
I
many?
don't know.
No.
What he lost to what? He lost to Peyton. What, like 3 AFC Championship games?
I believe so.
So who put you out more? His brother?
But everybody was saying,
Manning's.
everybody
Just
was
the
saying for
Manning's
years
period.
that Tom
Cut
Brady
him out.
was everybody was saying for years that Tom Brady was Peyton Manning's kryptonite.
Yeah, no, it's
So
true.
like for years I've heard like many people say that.
After the Denver ring,
I would-
tell me what
I
you did after
think
the Denver ring.
I think
Retired.
that they only got that comparison because
Retired.
Peyton Manning
Now,
came out.
Peyton Manning
He was
retired.
the number 1 pick. He was the
Guess what?
consensus nigga. Tom
Guess what Brady did
Brady
after?
was never supposed to be that nigga.
Guess what Brady did?
Peyton
Won 2
Manning was
rings.
supposed to be Peyton Manning. Niggas knew who Peyton Manning was
He was.
since he was 15. He was like LeBron of
On
football.
Sports Illustrated and everything.
But
too.
how LeBron at 15 was on the cover and he was supposed to be that nigga? That's how Peyton Manning was for the quarterback position. So for you to come in and get beat by this 7th round pick, white boy, frail looking,
Yeah.
like
Frail?
frail.
Who?
No, that nigga was flappy.
That nigga had no definition and nothing. So I think that was what they was talking about was like, damn,
Yeah, good enough.
Peyton Manning might have been the greatest ever if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
Thomas.
I heard that
Yeah.
times too.
But let's get to this COVID-19 news, man.
Hey,
So
there
let's-
go. You know what they call it? COVID-19.
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 First of all, who's vaccinated in this motherfucker?
I am fully.
I gotta be.
I can't
And
vouch for it.
I'm
Hey,
not bragging.
I'm
and boasting
not.
on it.
Hey,
I'm not bragging and boasting on it, but I do sports journalism and
I so,
these leagues
I mean,
won't let you cover shit without
Unless you
vaccinated.
do it.
But shit, COVID. This is the thing that I find weird about COVID, because there's people that do have it and still end up dying. So, how really protective is COVID if
that's like
you have it and you die? It's like the plague. Like you got it.
You know what it's like? It's like wearing a condom and it pop
Oh,
right after you nut.
oh.
And don't get me wrong, it did save some people. Some people
lifestyle
were
like
sick
that.
as fuck with it. Right? There was people that was damn near had to go to the hospital every other day. So I'm not gonna say the COVID vaccine didn't save lives, but it affected a lot of lives too, and a lot of lives was lost during that period.
Okay, so you think that COVID's over as far as
Hell no, I don't think COVID's
okay,
over.
but
I
I'm
don't know.
saying that because a lot of these states are lifting the mask mandates and the COVID
And
protocols.
that's the wrong thing to do.
It's finna get personal.
So
Yes.
now the businesses get to choose if they.
So now everybody's selective.
Europe is treating COVID like it's just a common flu now.
Me?
And they should.
Europe.
Europe.
Yeah.
So
not
do you think
America.
that's what we're moving
Yeah.
to? Is that we're gonna lift all this shit? And this is gonna
Okay,
be
so
flu?
look. So I think it's more so of a terrorist attack, right? Because think
to
about
the
it.
whole world though.
To the whole fucking world. Because think about it. If you're not outside getting vitamin D and you're inside and you're wearing masks and all that shit, your health is depleting. What are you getting from sitting in the fucking house? Everybody's breathing the same shit. Nobody's getting anything. You go to the store, you gotta wear a fucking mask. That's not doing nothing.
Right.
What
That
is
mask shit is bullshit.
What is the mask doing? Not a fucking thing. And then too, you're getting a shot. That's what? What is it preventing?
It doesn't prevent you from getting COVID.
What the fuck did you get it for? To keep the job?
That and
90% of things that you got
it's supposed to keep the symptoms like
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Hold on.
I say that, but right now, I was just with a group of motherfuckers, and everybody that I was with caught COVID. I'm vaccinated.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
You wanna know why?
I'm not saying it's because of the vaccination.
I'm
But
calling it.
Do you agree the shot prevents death?
Fuck
No,
no.
no.
Nothing
They even said
prevent death.
that. They even said
Okay.
Not, we human, nigga. Nothing prevent death.
Can we
Nigga,
pass
everybody gonna die.
Hey, can we pass the microphone
Go ahead.
to somebody that's in the medical field?
Talk that shit.
So let us
Talk that
give
shit,
us those
Mr. Stark.
facts. Those CDA facts.
Listen, the thing is, it's really not like the health department. I don't even think they know what they're doing. So when you catch it, I've had it twice.
And you're vaccinated?
Twice.
So do you think that's just because people don't care? Like the workers inside just don't care about it, or what?
They bring it in.
So
They bring it into the facility because the people they stay in the bed all day. Where they go catch it at?
Come on, talk to
So
me.
yeah, while you're partying and shit, you bring it back in, and the old people get it.
So it's killing off the older generation.
All right, which leads to my other.
That's
Underlying-
So
that's-
even though that's happening,
that it ain't for us, it's for them.
No, I mean,
So it's gonna decline our health and murk them off.
because I'm not.
Social Security getting real short.
no. Then think about this though. Now, once you catch it, you don't got to test for 90 days.
In the medical field?
No,
Yeah.
like you're gonna if you catch it, right? You cannot test for it because it's always going to show up positive for 90 days.
Okay.
Now the new one, remember
Omicron.
before? Okay, remember before when it first came out,
Oh,
it
Mario.
was 10 to 14 days. It
Mario.
was 10 to 14 days at first. Now with the new one, it's 5 days.
Why?
Yeah,
I'm so confused with that.
Because it's not as bad.
Isn't it
So now you walking around the facility.
Oh, so
But
it
you're
has
not
nothing to
contagious.
do with how contagious it is. It's how
It'll feel
effective it is.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's catching it. I wish they had stopped testing this shit. Let me just put it like that. I wish they had stopped testing. It's stupid. It's wasting money.
Now you see
It doesn't make sense.
The post office is sending you home tests. You
Yeah.
go to the gas station and you seeing COVID tests on the counter at the gas station.
So now,
But we all
This
partying.
shit-
We all going to tequila.
Pfizer, you was talking about how it's like a condom when
You
it
hear me?
busts. Now Pfizer talking about they coming with a pill.
for what? Is that a planned COVID?
A plan B for COVID.
You hear me? All it is. So we all know.
Not for COVID.
We all know
No,
the medical field is
I can't catch it.
notorious.
I can't catch it.
Is
now.
notorious for chalupa. So if I keep scaring you motherfuckers with this bullshit, guess what y'all gonna be scared of? This bullshit.
And
I was in the height of the pandemic when the shit first kicked off doing security. Nigga, I'm not touching you niggas. I don't have no mask, no nothing. Never caught COVID. I drink a lot of Hennessy and I take a lot of ginger shots. You feel me? So now if you're not taking your, it sounds stupid as fuck, right?
Really?
It sounds crazy.
It
It
sounds
sounds crazy that you've been drinking a Henny for 3 years straight.
Yeah, guess what? But I don't get sick.
And they
I do not get sick.
And when I caught gym consistently. My immune system stays up. So when it hit me, it didn't hit me like everybody else. Everybody was talking about they was getting body chills and being in the hospital and shit. The only bad thing that it hit me when I lost my smell. I couldn't taste any food. That was the worst.
And that's the worst shit ever.
That's the worst shit ever.
I need to taste my food.
That's
exactly.
Scary as fuck. I hate that shit.
And like I said, somebody said it does depends on how your body reacts to it.
Yeah.
Everybody's body different.
And everybody's body is different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
And then two, how do you take care of your body?
facts. That's another thing.
And then two, everything is based on how you eat. Everything you do, it has a, you know what I'm saying? Like I drink yak. So I realize when I drink yak, I don't get sick. What the fuck? I ain't been sick. It sounds stupid. It sounds crazy, bro. I promise you.
It do sound crazy.
On my mom and my daddy, my little cousin, rest in peace. Nigga, I've been drinking yak for the longest, bro, and haven't been sick. Now I've been taking these ginger shots and shit like that from Juice It Up 2-ounce ginger shots. Disgusting.
Yeah.
But guess what? For me, that works for my body.
Yeah.
I know. Now, how many motherfuckers really know their body?
No,
I drink acai bowl. I eat acai bowls and all type of shit.
a lot of people don't drink water nowadays, so you're definitely right.
Right. So now, even when my body is parched from, here it go. Here it go. Even when my shit is fucked up, I don't drink the same water. Like, what kind of water do you drink? Do you drink alkaline water? Do you drink neutral water? Do you drink acidic water? All that shit plays a part in your body. If you drink smart water, nigga, that's acid. If you drink Gatorade, that's acid. If you drink, you feel me, sodas and all that bullshit, you're gonna fuck your shit up. If you don't know your body, you're gonna fuck yourself up. Period. Especially with
making a lot of sense.
Especially with the Bovinine bean. You're gonna kill yourself.
All right, so what y'all think about Coachella, man? Coachella
Oh, man,
2022.
hey, I'm going out there. Freezer me
Them
out.
niggas,
What's wrong?
them niggas lifted,
Dick out.
they threw out all COVID protocols.
Oh, dick
They
out.
ain't touching no,
Dick out.
what is it?
Nothing.
Social distancing, no mask.
Dick
no,
out.
no
I'm not
temperature
testing
checks.
Coachella after.
Okay.
It's a non-issue as far as I'm concerned. It's just a lot of the just even working these nursing homes, just a lot of the protocols and all that, it just doesn't make sense. So it's like, man, throw this shit out. This shit is pretty much the Lakers.
Oof.
It's a bad
Hey,
team.
look,
bad
that's
thing.
it. Hey,
It's
you
a
know,
bad thing.
so here's the fucked up thing that about COVID still. LA County got it the worst.
Right.
Yeah, but that's not listed in LA County.
It's
not
right.
everywhere
It's
in
all
LA County.
chalupa though. I
That's
go
what it
home.
boiled down to.
I go home. I go to San Diego. Nobody has on a mask. Nobody has nothing. Nobody.
That's it.
Ben though. Nigga, I went to a party one time. Nobody had on nothing. Everybody's packed in like sardines.
But that just, I mean, that goes back to how your body reacts to
And
certain
what type of
things.
person you are?
Like your liver, like just like drinking, right? Your liver has no like expiration. Like this person can drink all day long, but this person is on dialysis. You don't know how your body is gonna receive this shit. Just like somebody could be smoking
Guess what?
for their whole life.
Guess what? I'm not even gonna try it. I'm not no fucking guinea pig for you motherfuckers.
I'm sorry, I am. I will never.
That's just like you take the little shot.
You
You
know,
know, it's like, oh, some people react to it different, some people don't. I mean,
So what do you feel like? Do you feel like all these people that lost their jobs for not getting vaccinated, you think that they should be able to sue?
yeah.
Have some type of reprieve?
Hey,
Because Congress
hey, you
just threw out.
Hey,
Congress just
you know
threw out the whole
yeah,
thing.
the whole right.
So
Hey.
Congress threw that out. So don't that mean something?
so
Run me my chalupa.
I'm sorry.
I just got this fucking vaccine, and y'all finna turn me into a zombie in 2024.
I'm so pragmatic, dog.
You turn into
hey,
a
you want
zombie.
your
I'm
money?
smoking you. I'm
You
double
want your
tapping
money,
you.
man? If you don't take this fucking shot, y'all done did worse than that.
Who?
Yeah.
Niggas did worse than taking that shot, man. If you don't take
Who,
this
you?
shot and get paid, huh?
You?
No, I'm saying I had to take it.
Yeah, you had to.
Or I don't get no money.
Money.
No money, no honey.
What? That's a lie.
Huh?
That's a lie.
Yeah.
I ain't all all 17 of my jobs, you know, I had like 95 jobs, nigga. Ain't nobody said nothing about no nothing.
And everybody was like, "Oh, my arm feels this way, man." They gave me that shot. I was like, "Man, pull up."
Okay, watch this. Okay, so now does your melanin and all that shit have to do with anything?
You know they use melanin and all type of shit, man.
So
All
now,
type of product.
Melanin.
okay,
So
so
you just search the
Oh,
products
shit.
that melanin.
you
is
just
in?
blew my mind. So now that's something natural to your body.
So melanin is the answer. Vitamin D and melanin. That's what you saying?
I'm assuming so.
Any in
For me, I ain't got no
Shots.
shot.
This the camera.
Yeah, I ain't
Hey,
got
just
no
take, hey, yo, take the fucking shot and get
Hey.
your money.
Hey, get your money and get COVID twice. Get it twice.
And then,
Man.
hey,
Get it twice.
and I'm
Get
still here.
Yeah, you are. And you got it
You
twice.
still getting this paper too.
You got. Guess what?
Let's take the shot.
Guess what? I ain't took it at all. The whole
I
pandemic.
don't. I haven't either.
The whole pandemic from the shit
I
dripping.
know I have.
But don't get me wrong. Like, I think my mom experienced it. So,
No, if you had to, it'd be
Yeah,
a hard
no,
decision.
no, that's
It'd
what
be a
I'm
hard
saying.
decision to make. You
no,
wouldn't just be
that's
like, "Oh,
right.
don't
she
take
didn't. She didn't want to. Like, a lot of people in my family did not want to. Like, personally, like, there's only like 3 people that's not vaccinated. Me, my little sister, and my older sister. Not to say that we couldn't get vaccinated or whatever. It was just that I personally don't believe it because my body didn't react to the same way theirs did. Like, you know, and sometimes
you gotta
don't
pick
feel
that
sick
hard.
either.
It's a hard choice. But I'm sorry, I'm just accustomed to living indoors.
No. I agree with
So
you.
you gotta
I'm more of an indoor
pick
person
that.
too.
And I'll be outside with the gangsters. Fuck y'all niggas talking about.
Stupid.
Fuck y'all niggas talking about. I'll be outside, nigga.
Yeah, with
I'm
that-
outside.
with that fake vaccination card. You go ahead.
You-
and tell
hey,
me.
on my mama.
Hey,
Hey, on my mama.
go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead.
hey,
Go ahead.
You can
Hey,
pay for that.
talk spicy.
Hey.
Hey, look. Look. Hey, on my- hey, look. Hey, look.
Don't
Hey,
lie.
look.
They
Look.
even there
Look.
$50.
Hey, look. On my mama. $50. The bitch gave me a flim flam. Look. I went to LA. The bitch gave me the flim flam.
Hey, but they just gonna. Is it gonna be a quick
You see,
flash?
but people, yeah.
Quick flash.
Nigga, it's
But
gonna be
people
a
see it
bam.
though. Yeah, people don't.
They didn't even second guess my shit.
As long
The
as you
bitch
have
drew
one.
all on the lines.
Oh man.
Hey,
Man,
did you see that nurse that made like 100 mil or something?
I didn't see nothing
She
like
made
that.
like,
Smart.
I think she made
I
like,
married,
I don't think it was 100 mil. I think it was like a 1.5 mil.
on the dummies, huh?
And they had ledger.
Yeah.
It was 3 other nurses. They had ledgers. They found money in the wall. The bitch had a fucking notebook's ledger counting, and that's how they knew that she made 1.5 because the ledgers that they found.
Ledgers,
Did she
nigga.
get arrested?
This nigga said ledgers like we was in an old school movie, buddy.
No, bro. They
I know how you-
she
I
did
hear
straight
Godfather.
real
Yeah.
accounting
Yeah.
ledgers and notebooks, bro.
Oh shit.
Found like
Where's she at now?
jail.
Can.
Exactly.
No longer.
Shit, can.
No longer.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure if you heard it. You heard of the Tinder swindler?
Nah.
Yeah, he was dating girls or whatever, and he started finessing all these. Nah, he really did. Like he got popular. He went on Tinder. He started flexing the fake lifestyle he had. He was fucking with rich bitches too. Like he was like rich bitches. Listen, he provided the lifestyle for probably like a couple months, and he was like, "Oh no, I'm down. I need $500K." Like, bitches gave it to him. Then all the bitches that got played by him all came together and said, "No, he's lying. Like he played me. He took my money." Nigga didn't even go to jail.
Because they gave it to
He
him.
gave it to me.
It was a gift.
Because they gave it to him.
If you gift a nigga, it's different.
That's
No,
like-
it seems like it was a gift, but it really wasn't a gift. Like he said, I need it for like say if you said I needed something like, oh, I need this for my business, like
That's new age pimping, nigga. That's new P right there. That's new P. These boys behind niggas peeing right now.
Damn, bro.
Off an app, niggas is peeing off the app now.
He did, and you gotta think about this was if you have time to look it up, it's proven that
They doing it to the
80%,
wrong rich
like, this
woman,
is
man.
the
They
thing
gonna have
that
to kill.
like at least 80 to 90% of girls don't think the men on there are officially attractive. There's only a select few of men that women find attractive on the apps.
So if you go on the app and
If you're not getting hit up by bitches, I should let you know something. If you
swipe left, swipe right. I'm married, so I ain't never been on no dating app.
It's pretty much. It's like hard. It's like, well, I give you like a prime example, like Black the app. Y'all familiar with Black the app?
Yeah.
So it's basically, you seen it. It's all on Snapchat.
And that's how I bumped this 50-year-old.
Cracking grandma.
You hear me?
So basically, you can like you said, you can choose to decline somebody, and then like in the middle, no, off of Black. It's strictly this app for Black people, but Mexican bitches be on there, Asian bitches be on there, other minorities on there.
Okay. now
we trying to get some Black, boom, boom.
Okay, now you keep saying Black, and that's one thing I want to bring up, man.
This might get heated.
This word Black we throw around, like, are we Black, my nigga? Like, when do we decide that we Black?
Here we go.
How do we?
Here we go.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Black man, and we Black. Like, it was just some findings coming out. Dane Calloway, he dropped some news out here that Congress created the story of Harriet Tubman and Nat Turner, and that what else? I've been knew. What was the Kunta Kinte story? Homicide. That was a fictional story, and that Kunta Kinte never existed. They're all allegories. So slavery is just one big allegory.
That's a tough
like some Black Hebrew shit.
That's a tough claim.
So do you believe that they would make up a Harriet Tubman? Do you like? Have you ever seen Birth of a Nation with the Nat Turner story? Like, do you think why would white people create a story of a slave revolt where
those are Seminoles, right? That's the whole Seminole situation.
Okay, so break down for the people these words, allegories and
Seminoles. Yeah.
So basically, allegories it's just a fictional situation.
Yeah.
So the Bible, fictitious. It's just a whole bunch of niggas talking about one nigga. Were you there? Or you heard about it? Would you walk with this nigga? Or did you hear, oh, this nigga Tay, I heard this nigga Tay shot 95 niggas, man. Nobody was actually there.
But see, that's what I have a hard time with, right? So when you go down this road,
the rabbit hole,
it starts getting to a place where
what
are we actually talking about? Like if Harriet Tubman was really this allegory, right?
Okay.
Then what? Like, where do we go from there?
We don't know.
Niggas that made up Freddy Krueger, but that was off a real. No, I'm just saying. But
that's
a real.
You believe in NASA?
The man on the moon. Let's go further.
Why is there not? I'm a flat earther. I don't even want to go there.
Let's go!
I ain't want to go there.
Let's go!
Y'all niggas better get
Let's
some.
talk!
Y'all niggas better get some.
We're here to debate. Let's debate.
So, first of all, NASA been in the space. We got a space station that's in outer Earth. Outer Earth is still within Earth's atmosphere. So the space station ain't even in space. Second of all, they say space is dark matter. Matter is solid. So how do you travel through something solid? I don't even want to go down that shit. And this is why but back to the Black History. We're in Black History Month.
We create.
So what is Black history if they creating parables and fake allegories to try to tell us where we come from? Like, why are they so steadfast in destroying the pyramids and destroying the history in Africa, but then also rewriting the history in America?
I got something cool for you. So I'm on TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why is all white people telling white people that they don't have no culture? Why are white people telling black people where they actually came from? Why ain't no niggas telling us where niggas come from? Do white people are the only people that know the fucking
They're
truth?
anthropologists, whatever. They study.
It's hard for you to believe because we've been programmed to stay here. Not you, just in general. We've been programmed to stay in here.
And why you think hip hop makes so
Hold
much
on,
money?
hold on, let me play devil's advocate.
You're a rapper
Let's-
though.
let's-
I just want to make one statement.
Yeah,
Why you think they
yeah.
pour so much money into hip hop? Is because they want to keep us distracted.
Hey, and what's the staple for
Yeah,
black people?
hold on.
Success. It's a lot of shit gonna come at you fast.
No. I just want to do.
Okay.
Let's play
Okay.
devil's advocate.
Okay.
Because, like you said, like allegations or what you want to call it. Now, how could you? Because remind you, I have a grandmother that's over 80 that's been through those days. So if the reason why I say it's kind of hard to, like I said, let's play devil's advocate. It's kind of hard to agree, but yet disagree because some of us, not all, some of us do come from a family where
they're from
that.
Yeah.
So, and you got to think about it. They said slavery was probably started like 400 years ago.
You said they said.
Yes. No. That's what I'm giving off the. So everybody, not just myself, generalities, because I can't speak on. Like I said, I have family that come from that, but not every black person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Has that member that comes from that. So if that is within its own right, could it? But what you're saying, could it not be true in some type of way? Like, yes, we might be programmed to do a certain thing, but yet we have people that, like I said, that ancestors come from that. So it really, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to differentiate from that when you have people that actually come from that, and that's why it really is a sensitive topic because not everybody knows. Like, let's be real. A lot of minorities right now in the world does not know the black struggle.
Right.
Why do you think hip hop is so popular? Hip hop only been around no more than 50 years.
Yeah.
So, and what you said, why hip hop is so popular? Like, for one, my theory is that us as a black community, sometimes our biggest thing that we get popularized off of is trauma, like our own trauma against another. That's why you see so many guns. That's why you see so many little kids. Like literally, you can look up any video that a famous rapper has. Is going to show some type of little boy with some type of weapon, some type of weed smoke, some early age
story.
Yes, kids jumping other kids, showing hood life and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So within the sense of that, I think we normalize that to the point because we've been so used to the trauma. Like, nah, this is how we was raised. Like, you can't tell me just because people don't come from gangbangs, they're not seeing the same stuff or realizing the same stuff. Because at the end of the day, we all have to protect ourselves. We all have to do certain ways to maneuver around, wherever we're from. So to bring it back full circle, well, like I said, it is a very sensitive topic because not everybody knows the black struggle, but yet everybody that listens to the black struggle profits off of it.
Yeah, but you just get it. You just listening. Okay, bust it. You say, did you live with your mom and your dad?
Yeah.
Did you live with your mom and your dad?
Yes.
Did you live with your mom and your dad? Did you? So my dad was in San Diego. It was just me and my mom.
Well, not my biological dad,
but
I had a father.
I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So now, have you been a stepfather?
Mm-hmm.
Have you been a stepfather?
No.
Have you been a stepfather?
Hell no.
Have you been a stepfather?
No,
Right? So now, everything that you go through, it has to come full circle. So the difference is, are you still listening to that? Or are you listening to the, or is there something in you that's saying, you know what if? I'm a what if nigga. I'm not gonna disregard what you say, or you say. You wanna know why? Because I don't know. I wasn't there.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you right now.
So I think that they hide a bunch of information.
You have to.
And they hide it in books, bro.
And movies.
And movies,
Come on.
especially. So this whole situation reminds me of the George Orwell book called Animal Farm. And Animal Farm, these animals are on the farm, right? And they got this farm owner, he beating them, he treating them bad. So one day the animals plan a revolt. and they run the humans out the farm. And now they own the farm, they're running it. And now it's called Animal Farm. Now they put these rules on the walls. And then the pigs basically started this council where everybody will vote and collectively, make decisions. But as time goes by, they start erasing the rules. They start changing the story. They started manipulating the information. And then guess what? The horse that was there at the beginning, he dead. Everybody that was there at the beginning has passed on. So then at the end of the book, the whole story has changed, and now the pigs have changed the dynamic to make it seem like the way that it is now is the way that it's always been. And at the end of the day, at the end of the story, the pigs stand up and they're in the room with humans, and the pigs become humans. You couldn't tell the difference between the pigs or the humans because they assimilated everything that they said that they wouldn't. And they changed the whole. Read the book. It's a crazy book. Animal Farm.
You know what happens with shit like this? Let me tell you. When you start deep diving into the what ifs and all of that, it really becomes. I got to start reverse engineering some shit. Now I'm just looking at what I go through now. I can tell you right now, people don't really fuck with black people like that. They just deal with us. They just have to because we're here, and you want to look cool and you want to be. That's what it really is.
You want to be the shine.
You're a culture vulture.
Oh,
that's what you're saying.
Yeah,
there's I agree to that to some point. I believe, like, prime example. I'll play.
Like, hold on, wait, not to cut you off, but like when he said, like, oh, the flat Earth thing. Why would you say that? Is it just because you can see, like, oh, it's
no?
Not...
So first thing that when I first ran into flat Earth, I was trying to debunk it. So I'm looking for, and the first person that
shit.
And I'm like, okay, so the first person that said that Earth was round was Copernicus. So let's fucking look up Copernicus. And this nigga just wakes up one day, has a crazy dream, and says the Earth is round. He never sent the spaceship. He had no research. He had a visit from God, basically, essentially. And then all the motherfuckers create a system based upon a nigga dream and thoughts.
So it's no such thing as spaceships.
Look up Copernicus, bro.
I'm just saying.
This is what I think.
Yeah, I want to debate that.
Look, I got a question.
So many things that.
I got a question.
I'm in the books, bro.
No, I got a question. I got a question. So if it's millions of satellites, right, hundreds of satellites in space, why don't you see any other satellites next to satellites? You never see it. You only see one. You only see one with one. You don't see the nigga over there. You don't see the nigga over there. You don't see the nigga over there. You just see Buddy. Or am I tripping?
I don't even want to get on satellites because they launched satellites on air balloons. Yeah. Look up the launching of a satellite. They don't even put that shit on the spaceship. How are you launching this into a world is spinning around the sun, and then you're launching this into what is that shit called? Orbit on an air balloon? It doesn't even make no sense, bro. Look up SpaceX and just watch them launch satellites, and then tell me if that's going in outer space. The fact that NASA has been in outer space for so long and they have no picture of the Earth from the space station, then the space station is not even in outer space. The space station is in outer Earth, and outer Earth is still within Earth's atmosphere. So a space station ain't even in space. And NASA is telling you this. Facts. NASA's been in the space station and they don't even have a picture of Earth. Those blue round pictures of Earth that you see from space, those are Photoshop. That's not real. There's never been a real picture of Earth captured from any space with all the satellites that's in orbit, with all the explosions that the Cold War wasn't about us trying to out missile Russia. Russia was sending missiles straight up in the air and it was exploding before it entered space. And they could not figure out why they couldn't send this missile into space, make it drop back over here and hit us because of the firmament. There's so many different.
I see what you're saying. I do, but then like when you said no, it's not even the but. Because you said flat, right? That you believe that the Earth is not flat.
No, I believe that the Earth it's not round.
It's not round.
It ain't no globe that circulate around the sun.
So just let me give you something to think. Like, as all kids, we learned to play with what? Jungle gyms. We like roller coasters.
You don't want to use that.
We like all this. No, just watch what I'm about to see. It's all gonna come full circle. So we have all these things that you said that was round, right?
Okay, what is your point?
So my point is saying, how could you? Let me bring it back to what he said. How could you say that it's not what he believes the Earth is if we have other things like that to prove otherwise? That's what I'm trying to get to. Because I'm not trying to do what ifs. I'm more of a probability. I'm not here for possibilities. I'm here for probabilities. So what I'm saying is how it's not probable that he might be correct in what he's saying.
So you basically saying we use round shit in our everyday life.
Yes, we do.
Okay. What's round in our everyday life?
A ball.
What kind of ball?
A basketball.
What else?
A beach ball.
What else?
Every ball.
Is a football?
No. Does that not make it? It's not a ball now, because it ain't round. That debunks your whole.
A volleyball. A soccer ball. Most balls that we use are
football. Football is American sport.
Mm-hmm. Which is not the Super Bowl. I don't know.
I get what you're saying.
It's just funny to me.
But hold on. But you're naming one ball out of all the balls I named.
That's all you need. Or one ball.
Okay.
Nah, because then that's basically debunking the general consensus.
This is a cup, my boy.
Look, you finna get dirty.
Look, this is a cup, my boy. Right?
What is it?
Now here is round, bro. Right?
Yes.
So that's round. So this can't be round no more because it's attached to a cylinder. It's not round.
No, I'm not saying that it's not round. What I'm saying, no, I do.
That's a circle, though, right?
Hey,
a circle's here. So we're pointing out circles, correct? A circle's here. So this is round.
I just use that as an example, but you know what? You got it.
No, because think about it.
Because
on your balls,
like,
it's a flat surface.
Yes.
Even on your balls, it's a flat surface.
Mm-hmm.
Your chain, circle, flat. Your watch, round, flat.
So Earth is round.
Flat.
The Earth is flat. Does that answer your question on how I see it?
What do you call it? Okay.
It's not.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that you're not wrong
for
for thinking that. But what I'm saying is, like I said, the if.
So what is the shit called when it's the desert and there's nothing there? What do they call it?
A plane.
So what's in the air that flies?
A plane.
So
why is it a plane? It's not air around.
Hold on. Because you're talking about a plane. Because last time, I'm about to debunk it right now. Because last time I checked, when you're in a plane, you can do a whole you could go backflip, front flip, correct?
And what kind of plane?
Come on, man.
Okay.
A plane.
But when I bring up a plane, okay, if I'm an airplane and I'm on a round surface, right? If I'm an airplane and I'm on a flat surface, it's easy for me to fly like that, right?
It's easy for you to fly.
But if I'm on an airplane and I'm flying like this, but I'm on a round surface, then won't I just fly up there? Or gravity is gravity doesn't exist. You don't need gravity for something that's flat. You need gravity for something that's round.
So,
and this is why it's the first.
But what's food that's not seasoned?
Man, we can't even get it. We're gonna have to come back to a flat Earth.
Yeah, that's a
if you want to just come to a flat Earth though, flat Earth, that's gonna have to be just one subject.
Yeah, that's hard. Because now you gotta think about it. Everybody's narrative is completely different when it comes to shit like that. We're so used to hearing round, that now when you hear something out of the ordinary.
Mhm.
Okay, perfect example. This nigga wore baggy pants. No, was it baggy pants? Those tight. Oh, I was getting into. I started wearing different size pants, right? So he has black pants that fit him super dope. I was like, nigga, this is hard. He was like, I hate them, bro. Why you hate them? Cause they too tight. They wasn't even fucking tight. But
it
to
was just
him-
when it was coming out though, it was just when.
But you get what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about?
So you're not
Oh,
used.
bro, you talking about?
Niggas is not- So niggas is not used to difference of opinion or change. Everybody is so stuck in their ways from how they was raised.
I don't think it's different. I just think challenge with like.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think challenge. I don't think it's
Okay.
different because like what you said, like, because everybody's gonna, regardless
Yeah.
whether we have debates,
Yeah, yeah.
everybody
Okay.
grows up different. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I don't even really like using that.
I
Your
think-
experiences and my experience ain't gonna be the same.
Facts.
So so like, I think where it comes at is when you find similarities, but they don't.
Relatable.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's where the problem is. I don't think people fear change. I just think people fear
People fear
the
change.
outcome of it.
People fear change.
Well, that's why I just bring up information, and
Yeah.
I can tell you, go look up Copernicus
You know what happened?
and see how he came up with flat Earth, and see how the world adapted this round Earth thing after Copernicus, and then see the start of NASA, and then see why NASA says themselves that they don't got no picture of Earth, even though they make trips to outer space all the time. And so it's just like, debunk it. If you say a flat Earth,
Hey,
No,
I'm not
no,
saying
bunk
don't
it.
debunk it.
hey,
No, bunk it. Because listen, see, these conversations come up to
these are
where
fire ass conversations.
no, because you can't. It's not one way to look at it.
But yeah, like I said,
That's what
And
there's
facts,
that's why we're
similarities.
fire.
but facts.
What are the facts?
No, I'm saying, but when it comes down to facts,
Yeah.
even that is, we can't even agree on James Harden and Ben Simmons. We see the stats right there.
Hey,
We
but
see the
it's-
stats sitting right
I
there,
know.
but
and we can't even agree on that.
Watch this.
Yeah, that is like
No, I
every
agree.
day. You can
I agree.
So you
James
think,
Harden is a
so you
better
think we
player.
can agree on some shit that we can't see?
Hey, watch this though. Here's what
But that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying is that we
Go
don't
ahead.
just take shit as face.
Don't you're
Go,
not
go do your own research. Don't listen to me.
it's face value.
Go do
Everybody
your own
uses
research.
things at face value, as opposed to using your own neuron. Get it?
Yeah, but I mean, to fall off the edge of the earth.
We're talking about planes here. He already mentioned.
Well, we started
Okay,
talking about what's
I'm gonna bring up
Right.
one more thing about flat Earth before we get out of here. So Antarctica.
Okay.
Area 51.
I
Antarctica.
actually met him too.
They had an excursion. I can't forget this nigga name, but he traveled further than anybody ever has on Antarctica.
Well,
He came and had a meeting with the United Nations. United Nations, world government, and said, "Hey man, look what I found over there." And then them niggas had a emergency meeting, and 50 countries signed a treaty to all stay out Antarctica. Niggas been going to war over fucking the same oil in the Middle East for the last 100 years.
What do you find?
And I think it's a whole new world, my nigga.
So you think there's enough?
You seeing them building shit on Mars? That ain't Mars, bro. That's the other plane on the other side of Antarctica. Them niggas ain't going to outer space. They gonna blow up this world, and they got a whole nother one building on some part of Earth that niggas ain't even
Do you
been at.
believe in the multiverse?
I believe in the Mandela effect, so yes, I do believe in alternate universes. And the Mandela effect is something else. Y'all niggas don't want to go down these roads with me, man. I mean, the books, bro. I do this. I ain't just
I
out
love
here
it.
talking.
Yeah, I love it too.
I love
But
it.
then that, like you said, if you said there's different other worlds that contains a whole new, like, then that means that.
So we in the
Okay,
matrix.
different,
in the matrix.
Yes.
No.
That's basically what you're saying.
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna put it like this.
Yes.
Have you seen the Maze Runner series?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you read the books?
No.
The book's different. At the end of the third book,
Mhm.
they go back to the maze, and they come out the back of the maze, and it's a whole new plane, a whole new world. And after the cure, they couldn't find the cure. It went back in the maze and with the immune and started a whole new world in a plane that ain't been touched. They didn't put that in the movie, but in the book, that's how the whole shit ended. They took the immunes, went back through the maze.
So you motherfuckers that's vaccinated, y'all niggas finna go somewhere else. While the unvaccinated, we got it. Now we gonna help you motherfuckers out, stupid motherfuckers.
Hey, y'all can't get COVID, we gonna go to the next plane, bro.
Hey, so here's the thing about. Oh my God, bro.
Oh man, we've been in here an hour and a half, man. We gotta wrap this up, man.
This shit be it.
This shit's gonna go too long, man.
This shit be it.
All right, let's get some shout outs before we get up out of here.
When y'all find Dr. Strange in the multiverse, let me know.
We just found you.
Look, all I want to say is I had a fucking blast, especially with this episode. Shout out to PolitiKan Radio. You know what I'm saying? This was dope, man. Because listening to all y'all talk about flat surfaces and shit and all that.
Flat surfaces.
You know what I mean? I'm just sitting back taking notes, bro. Because we're gonna have a spinoff on my show. Shout out to my bro Taylor right here for making this happen, man.
So one thing I do on my show is I like to start with the sports because that just get niggas conversation going, get the juices flowing. Yeah. Current events, you know, that's when you get the little humor and stuff. But I only really want to talk about the end shit. You know what I'm saying? The real shit is really what I want to get to, but niggas don't be interested in that. So I give you a little fluff. I give you a little.
No, fluff. You can't use fluff.
Lakers talk.
You can't use fluff.
Because the Lakers is fluff, bro. Nobody care about the fucking Lakers. That's fluff, bro.
Whatever,
That's just
man.
fluff.
I'm not gonna go for it.
Get here before we, you know what I'm saying, cook you up with some knowledge. You know, the whole purpose of this shit is to bring value to niggas and make you, you know what I'm saying, understand what the fuck is going on. Because half of this shit niggas wouldn't even know about.
At all. Niggas is cookie cutter.
Mm-hmm. In the mainstream media, they ain't gonna hit you with this shit. All right, man. So, Rich, you want to tell them where they can get your music at before you get it?
On all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. I go by Ellis Isaiah from the Toe Business and No Business. You know, new EP on the way. And
Drop that podcast. Tell me the podcast.
yeah, man. Podcast at PolitiKan Podcast. There's gonna be a link in my bio. Been rocking with K for about a good 4 years now. We built a solid friendship, relationship, whatever people call it. He's a naturally good dude, and I fuck with him.
Yes, sir, man. So we back every Wednesday, man. 8:30 going live, man. I know it's been a while. This is the first one I've done in person since the
Pandemic.
San Bernardino studio. The pandemic, I went virtual, and I was doing it virtual. I started off doing it at my kitchen table.
Yeah.
Politicking at the round table. I had a round table at the house, and we sit down and politic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I love the in-studio feel, just give you a different vibe and just give you a different energy. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
We definitely be back live every Wednesday, 8:30. Check out Higher Learning, man. Listen to all our podcasts at PolitiKan Radio on all DSPs, Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio. We everywhere, man. Check out our blog, man, the PolitiKan Forum. We got new shit popping. We everywhere on the red carpet, man. I know you see the famous homie everywhere. Y'all niggas know the famous homie.
Yep.
But about to get up out of here, man. One thing one of my favorite quotes, man. Y'all niggas ain't never probably heard this one, but they put you in the cage with a lion. Just because you don't try to eat the lion, don't mean the lion ain't gonna try to eat you. PolitiKan the podcast.